Hello and welcome back to Insidious Plays Banished, the Urban Challenge. I want to welcome you back. A couple things have happened. I've done a few things off camera preparing for this episode, and we're going to talk to all that, but a merchant showed up at our port, and I got to stop and see what's going on with that, because this is the first merchant. You guys want to see this, and I want to show it to you. So let's take a look. First of all, what I've done here is I made sure we had inventory. So for inventory, what I've done is I've gotten 625 firewood. If you look over here, I've been getting some messages while they've been gathering this. By the way, a lot of people have been born since. Look at all this population growth. Students and laborers and the whole 9 yards. We are just exploding. 38 plus 9 is 40. You do the math. And we're doing really well. And so we got this merchant showed up. So I halted everything. Set up an whole thing. Let's get this thing recorded and let's show you what's happening. So I wanted to make sure I had something to buy. So I had them order 625 firewood and 333 venison. So why that amount? Those specific amounts, it seems odd. Why don't you just say 800 or 400? 625 firewood buys you one seed. Exactly. And I don't want to have more firewood coming out than I can afford to have. So right now in this early stages, that's kind of a lot for the one woodcutter that I have. So I limit it to 625. I'll buy one seed. Whatever seed it is, I'll buy it when it shows up. So hopefully the merchant here has a seed for us. The other thing I did was I needed to have 333 venison. 333 venison is important because what you can do with venison is you can exchange that for other food items at a 3-to-1 ratio. So for every one venison I can get 3 food. And well, that means my trading post is a food source. And that's what we want. We want all of that work to be translated, converted into more stuff, so we do less for more. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got. Bam! Pepper seeds. Peppers are nice. I like peppers. They grow fast. They get harvested early. That's important so that we're on a harsh environment. So if you don't get them going early, you could end up with not getting your peppers done in enough time. So good thing. Let's rock on. We've got pepper seeds. The best fruit or best vegetable, actually, despite what you may hear on some forums somewhere, is actually squash. Because although squash kind of grows kind of mid-range in the time they start planting it a little bit later, and it harvests in autumn to late autumn. Squash is resistant to harsh weather. So even though they start it late, they will get it done. And it almost always goes regardless of the weather conditions. And because it starts late, if your farmer is off doing something else, well, he can finish that before going back to his farm to start planting. So they almost never miss their planting time. And they always get their harvest. Squash is the best. The other ones look fancier, and some of them, the pumpkins are dangerous. They are susceptible to harsh weather. You want to do those for variety. We'll go through the other ones as they come up, and because I'm going to collect all the seeds. Why? Because, well, I like completing things. We got onions and we got cabbages. Cabbage is good. We got some diversity. So we have 333. So it's 111 times 2. 222, and then we do the 625, and we buy it. The other thing we can do is we can look at what else this guy can deliver, and this guy can deliver everything. And you can custom order from Menin. Oh, Menin, yeah. Never just once or every visit. I'm not going to do any custom ordering right now. I'm just going to play with what the game offers at this point. Later on, I do some things like I say never, and never bring me pepper seeds. I don't ever want to see them again. I'll do that here just for this once, but that means that anything but pepper seeds will be brought. And as you go on, you get all your seeds, but that's really hard to maintain, especially when you're going to have it at each port. And Menin will go to different ports every year, and it gets kind of complicated, and it becomes more difficult to control. I only use this for every visit, and I use every visit when I'm in the stage where I'm transitioning to a port society, and I need stone, and I need logs, and it cuts into my profit margin, but they start bringing in the thousands and the thousands, and then I build up a back stock. And then once I have the back stock built, then I set everybody back to normal, and then just send what you got. But after a while, they start sending their whole supply, and you don't need to worry about it anymore. And we'll deal with auto purchasing another later time. But inventory right now is this is what we have, and we're ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transition over. I'm going to let Menin go here. Man 9. That's it. It's Man 9. He's not the 8th one. Man 8. He's Man 9. Okay. Anyways, get going. I guess the other thing I need to do, let's pull up our resources here. I am sitting at 250 fuel. Now I need to go up to 750. I don't want my woodcutter stopping the work. Actually, I can go ahead and crank that to 2K. I don't want the woodcutter to stop. I want the woodcutter to go. Because if they stop, we stop. Right now, firewood is the cash. That's how we're going to make our money. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to pull back here, and there's going to be some surprises. Oh yes, I have built the trading hub, or the conversion hub. This is something I have just discovered. This build that I'm doing here will be the first time I've actually fully utilized it. I've run some tests before. It's really good. But I'm going to get to that in just a moment. What is important right now, I said, is money. Money, money, money. And we're doing okay here, but this hub here is not, this firewood is to supply for the houses. It's not really good for me to start stealing from all our homes to supply the port. I need to supply the port. And so going up from here, from this hub, all right, so what we have here is our gatherer's hub, our annex, trader's hub, port, dock district, and this is going to build out a little bit more later. And the other part of the key thing to remember here is look at where things are. Houses, in there. Houses, kind of in there. Houses, kind of in there. Houses, not in there. These people don't need to be using this marketplace. I want them to stay here. So we keep them out of this housing here. There's one house here, maybe a problem. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. These people, we don't want them, they want to come here, come there, do work. And this, same here. So what do we got up here at the top? This is our forestry. Where we're going to get all our wood and where we're going to get all of our firewood. So what we have is 2 forester lodges that we're going to build. Okay. And if you look at the circles, unfortunately, because of this map, and it's very specific to this map, that it's a resource prevention at first. You're on this little island. Peninsula. There's a lot of great places, but it's a hard starting point. And it's designed to be that way. This is a challenge. This forestry hub is not going to be as super as efficient as I would like. It's going to take some time for it to build up. It's got a plant. But it's going to produce a tremendous amount of firewood anyways. This big chunk's missing, this chunk is missing, and this is kind of bad, and it's just general. So I've done a couple things that I normally would do differently. One is I'm planning to kill this woodcutter after a period of time. When I switch to move here, I'm going to have the woodcutter be here. Pre-planned this so that I know where things are going to end up. So that'll clear up this space and bring it back into availability. And when I do that, the other, I'm also got a house here. I'm not going to need that house necessarily. So that'll be reclaimed, and I'll probably put a couple of houses down here, and then a few houses here and down here, so that just these two are here. And this stockpile that's here will remain small like it is. And normally I have a 10 by 10, which comes out like this. Here, I'll show you. It's normally this size. But again, I want to reclaim all the area that you see in green there for more trees. I'm just I'm compensating for the fact that this is not the most ultimate place, so you adjust. That's part of the game. You have to adjust to what the environment gives you. But this hub is designed to really crank stuff out. So I'm going to be freeing this up. So the first thing you do whenever you're building into a new area, you're expanding, is you build a place for the people who are going to build the place to live. So let's do that. Crank that out. I've only got one builder, and that's on purpose. The other thing we want to do is, while we're here, is let's grab all this stone out of here. Let's clear that out, because we'll need to replant over the top of that. And let's go ahead and get that going too. There we go. So the first thing the builders are doing is they're rebuilding all these roads. I rerouted the road. It was one line off, but I had to do it because of placement issues. Alright, so they have to rebuild these roads, and they're doing that now. It's not too far off from what it was, but now when they come through, see how they're kind of cutting through? Well, as soon as they hammer out these roads, it'll be good. I'm going to go ahead and crank up to 3. 2 to work here, and 1 will take over the road building that's going on here. Alright, so there's the house that's cranked on. Delivery point. Where are we at with here? Iron. I don't need any iron for this build, do I? No. I'm still building wood houses. I'll switch to... Alright, now we can start cranking on our forestry lodges. They're the most important thing. And I can crank this up now to 6. Now you see I have just the right amount enough people to supply this. I need... How many do I need? Well, normally in a full-size forestry build I'd have 3 and 3 in each of the forestry huts, plus 1 woodcutter. To supply here at the beginning here, I'm going to have pretty heavy at the beginning. I'm going to try to max out the forestries and have them plant. I want them to plant trees. I need to get them just filling up everything. I got the laborers clearing out the stone so that there's as much of that space available. And then we'll switch gears very soon into actually doing wood cutting. And the woodcutter is going to fill up this pretty heavily, very quickly. You'll notice these people are walking over. Oh, my reserve of stone is low? Wow. Yeah. When it tells you that, what it's doing is it's looking at the tasks in queue and trying to figure out what it's going to need to do stone. So that's why it'll pop up every so often. So your stone is low, even though I got 97. That's not actually low. But when it sees that I'm going to have to need all this stone, it's saying, well, that's crazy talk. You may be asking, why aren't you setting up your crop field? That's because I forgot about it. So, well, I also wanted you to kind of see how this build is going. So we've got the forestry lodge going here. Obviously we had 2 over here. So I'm going to go over here first. And this guy is going to come down to max out at 3. I don't want any more than 3 working here. And so you bring it down in that slot. And then over here, I'm going to leave that to 4. And if you watch, both sides are going up. I'm going to come down. And then I'm going to go up. Oops. There. And take cutoff. Take cutoff. Three foresters. Alright. Now these guys are going to go out there as best they can and just pound that out. While that's going on, actually, so I don't need these circle. Well, I need that circle. Pause. Get my woodcutter going. Now we got some supplies. Yep, we're good. So, oh, I hate early winter. I hate snow on the ground. So, over here, I have housing. So I need some more houses. And I'm going to do that here. I'm going to free up these 3 houses here. And the reason I'm freeing them up is because this is going to be where people live. I need to place some more housing here. Actually, I just need... Yes, very good. Let's go ahead and crank that up. Alright, we got 522 wood. There's not much wood being produced into here right now. So this guy's doing the long walk here, walk back, and doing the work. Forester builder, forester woodcutter, forester. And then these should have builders and foresters. Good. Finish that one up and then we'll go. Alright, early spring. Let's get our crop. We got our peppers, right? 11 by 11. That is your field size. Why 11 by 11? Well, that field on its own can be handled by 1 farmer to get max production. Boom. Build that around. I have a storage barn here, so I do need to get another storage barn built. And I'm going to do that. Yeah, there's no better spot than that. Actually, let's lay out the... I'm going to do a 4-piece field. The field should be... We want that. Right. We'll have something there in just a moment. I've got enough for it. Alright. 11 by 11. I'm just going to do 2 fields right now. Well, I'm going to plan out the rest. Normally, well, right now I only have the 1. Yeah. I won't turn on the other. You'll see this in just a moment. Boom. And 11 by 11. Right. Okay. I have plans. But, anywho, the storage barn will feed all of these. And let's go forward with that. Now, why are we building 12? Oh, that's because these each require 3, and they'll get to those. I got my farmers working here. Getting my pepper crops in. No early frost this year. Temperature's about good. We're in the regular part of spring. Firewood's low, but nobody's demanding firewood. My builders are still working on something. What are they working on? That requires 4 of them. Ah, the barn. Yes. Why the barn? Well, the barn is important. Barn. There we go. I don't need you. Go ahead and get these fields ready to go. I don't want to set them up yet. So pepper. Pepper. Oh, I need the farm. I need the builder. Come on, somebody graduate. I got work for people. Come on. Aha. Let's get you started. It's early summer. I'm not going to plant, but we'll get them ready. Alright. Alright. So there we go. This is going to be some of our best production. Let's take a look at peppers up close and personal. They're pretty. My reserve of firewood is low, but look at it. Look at it climb. Look at these trees start coming up. Alright, looks like they've got a good amount of planting done, so let's go ahead and crank back on that. Alright. And I'm going to turn him on to cut. Alright. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Who is infected? This is not good. I was not expecting to get an infection. Who is it? Oh no. I don't see it. Do you see it anywhere? There it is. It's a child. Calistol. Alright, so now I've run into... I gotta stop everything. Forester Lodge. You got 3 of 4. You got 3 of 3. Forester, Forester. Alright. Do anything else, I have to get an herbalist built. And the herbalist needs old trees. And the only old trees are here. Get as many as I can. Okay. Opposite the herbalist. It's going to be a... I think in this situation I'm going to do it. What I'm trying to do here and making my decision is the forester is going to plant the trees, and I want him with maximum coverage for what the herbalist is going to grab. So So the herbalist is going to go on the other side of him. So, and I don't want him taking up much the actual forest. Bam. So I'm going to lock him in there. I don't care about him much right now. This is my little herbalist design. I do it very quick and very short. I need to do this right. What I can do is I can do a little trick later, but for now I need the herbalist in the trees, and that's the only spot for the herbalist. I don't care about anything else. Oh, you know what? I could just turn it around. That is the right spot. We're gonna do this way. Perfect. And then I can put the forestry lodge this way. And that'll be paused. And then I need road. If you want to make a diagonal line, you hold shift. Okay. I want to crank up the builders. And then I want to put a house here. Alright, the house is going to be built. I need 16, 8, and 30, and 12. I have enough stone. Alright. 4 of those. Ooh. What don't I need? Turn you on. Get you there. You're actually making it. You didn't make it, so that's fine. I paused that. That's the only thing they're going to build. And let's get rid of this for now. Let's go. Got to build an herbalist before the pox spreads. Diphtheria. Stay away. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Ah, somebody else is infected. Oh, the same family. Just family. Taylor Blacksmith and the child. Oh, that sounds like something I've heard of. Yeah. We're going to do a little priority now. Crank that up. I want everybody working on that. Alright. Let's go to 4 builders. Let's go to 5 builders. Let's see if we can't get one of those builders working on the road. Actually, 2 of those builders. Get that cranked up. That's got everything it needs. It just needs builders. 8 more stone. Food's okay. Ooh. Oh, it's gone. They've beaten it. Oh, but the blacksmith died. No. Why are you? Oh, I don't have any iron. Right. Well, you keep going. We're gonna get some iron here. Now's a good time to get all this iron out of here so that we can plant trees. And then I'll get some stone afterwards. And I'll drop you down. It's winter. They're going to get some that are going to have their march of death here shortly. It's not good. Trader, what do we got for me, Vic? No. Alright. Which trader is this? Montina. Must work for Monsanto. Yeah. Provide your comments and then list below on your opinion of Monsanto. That should drive my comments up on the YouTube. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I don't need you. You can go. I'll see you next year. Alright. As a note, merchants will deliver once a year to a trading post. So you want more trading posts? Yeah, you want more visits from merchants? You need more trading posts, not more supplies. All right, let's get that herbalist going. We only need one. We got a house. Let's get you going too. All right, and iron's starting to come back in. So I'll go ahead and get stone too. And then what I'm going to do here is in between these two. Hey, Jennifer died. Jennifer was our very first person that touched the storage cart and worked as a forester. Wow, that's excellent. I guess I can go ahead and crank this back on. I'll take a moment here. Remember Jennifer. I guess graveyards. There'll be time enough for graveyards. We're not going to have one on this area, but there'll be time enough for them. Time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Alright. So while that's going on, I guess I can also release you. Building on two sides of the world. Yeah, it's not a good idea. Reserve of firewood is low. Yeah. How are we doing here? Let's take a look at our output. You've gotten 3 logs by accident. 153. How you're doing? 548, 552. How's the output on this one? 924. Yeah. Those will all climb here in just a minute. Look at all the baby trees. And the deer. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, we've just switched into early spring. Let's see if I can make another room for... I hate getting these crop fields all together. Bam! It's almost like I knew what I was doing. Look how perfect that is. Well, it's not really perfect, but you know, you get a feel for these things after a while. Let's see if I can get another 11 by 11 here. Bam! Don't worry. These will all clear themselves out in time. And then cross the road. I'll find something for that little middle spot there. Early spring and good. You guys. Will you prioritize this? Thank you. Get some more pepper. Tools are good again. Excellent. Just need one. Go up. And he's only going to plant. I can free these two back up. Make that pepper. And we're gold. Alright. Well, we're going along. We got our farming going on here. I've got some plans. This is going to be rebuilt, redesigned, but that's all we need. That's a tremendous amount of input. It's infestation prone and things of that nature. I don't want to deal with that. But I need to get this herbalist going. Looks like we got some herbs coming in. Good. So going to turn this on to get the stones out. Make sure we got the iron going. Alright. And that's it. I think that'll do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Found it informative. Intellectual. Oh, it's insidious. Anyways. See y'all next time. Thank you. Talk to you later.